So today I basically just want to talk about my 30-gallon aquarium, what I have in it, what I'm running, what I did to it, basically. So in this aquarium I have, so far, I'm pretty sure there are 10 Pristella tetras. I originally got 12, but 2 are right now in quarantine. One of them got its tail half bit off by this Amica splendens. Yeah, can get aggressive at times, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And also, like I said, I have an Amica splendens. I think 2 guppies. I didn't move them into that tank where I'm just making sure that they're all disease, parasite, everything free. And yeah, I also have one bristlenose pleco. It's kind of just sitting at the bottom right now. Don't know if you can see it, but he's actually very quite timid. Doesn't really do anything. Comes out at night, scares all the fish, and that's pretty much all it does. I feed it algae wafers, things like that. Should probably feed it more things like cucumbers or zucchini and stuff like that, but you know. So plants, I got some Java fern that's growing very slowly, unfortunately. Had this tank up for, I think, since February. And you can tell that there's next to no growth. Maybe the light is not strong enough. It's pretty weak LED. You can also tell that the val and some of the sag isn't doing too great either, but they are growing. This ambulia is actually growing pretty decently. It's starting to. It took off like almost I think a month ago. Before it was tiny, and before that it was not growing whatsoever, and all of a sudden it just took off. It's kind of, yeah, it's its own little thing now. I also have a bit of Java moss. You can tell that some likes to get stuck in the filter. I clean that out from time to time. There's a bit more Java moss over here. I do have a pothos plant. This pothos plant I just put on to this tank, and the roots are from an earlier tank, but the whiter parts and the lighter areas you can tell that have grown a tiny bit, like right around there. They have grown a bit. But other than that, there is another pothos plant I did put on the side, but that's for a different thing. So equipment I run is this AquaClear 30. We've got an AquaClear 30, a Marineland 150, I think. They're both rated for 30 gallons, but you know, overfiltration. And yeah, and I also have this LED light, which looks really powerful, but it's just not focusing right. To be honest, it's not as powerful, and it does light up the tank decently. On video, it looks really bright, but in person, it's actually quite dark, and it just doesn't really light it up too well. Other than whenever I have this light on, it actually does cause this side to be a bit brighter and whatnot. But other than that, I also have a heater, a 150 watt heater, I think, and it's an Eheim Jaeger heaters. I don't know how to pronounce that. And yeah, LED. I have a compact fluorescent for this pothos plant. I just put it in, so let's focus on my shoes. You can tell that like this leaf over here. It's pretty yellow. It'll start. This plant will melt a bit, and it'll start taking off again. I also have some crypts in the back, but you can see there's a couple of leaves. Yeah. And this Anubias, Anubias not petite. For hardscape, I have tons of lava rock for basically the beneficial bacteria, because what I am thinking of doing, which is probably a terrible idea, is slightly overstocking this tank. I want to see if I can get an angel in here. I might move the Amicus buttons out because you can tell that this tank has a bit of hair algae. Just a bit, not too bad. But yeah, I'll be moving my angel in here, maybe getting more Pristella tetras or other tetras or schooling fish in general. And yeah. I also failed trying to get this piece of driftwood in the right place. And this huge mess of just ADA soil and sand, it was caused by the pleco when I got him. There was a space for him to hide in there, but I guess he just wanted a bigger room, so you just got all the sand, everything from under there. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see it, but there's next to nothing under there. You can see, that's all glass, and he basically just kicked up everything out, rearranged almost the entire like substrate, and that was this huge mess. And I'm very lazy, and I don't want to get the ADA out, so yep. So what I feed this tank is basically what I feed them, like what I showed you guys last time. Just tropical granules, bit of these white shrimp or krill or whatever you want to call it. Some these algae wafers for the pleco. And I would also get microworms, but they don't really notice it too much, other than the guppies. I do have 3 microworm cultures. It's a bit overkill for all of these, but you know, live food. And yeah. So this is my 30-gallon aquarium. It's not fully filled either. It looks kind of bad, but still. Got some floating plants. Ton of lava rock just everywhere. And yeah, so focus. So like I said, this is my 30-gallon aquarium, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, I guess. Give me some feedback on what I should do with this tank. What I should do with these fish and this angel. And the Amicus splendids in this tank. And yeah.